And it goes a little something like,
what's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm ZZ Waters, and for those of you that are watching me for the first time, hi, welcome, stick around. Okay, I am back with another video. What's up and how you guys doing? For the my last video, I just want to thank you guys so much for the support. You guys are like everything. You guys made me feel so like good about myself, and you guys encouraged me so much that like you guys don't know how much confidence you guys gave me, and how like your guys' words affected me in such a positive way. And I honestly cannot express enough to you guys how grateful and how thankful I am for you guys. And like, I'm so appreciative of you that took the time to write me those messages, like those comments, and DM'd me. Honestly meant the world to me from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for just being such amazing people. You guys deserve everything. Without further ado, let's get into this week's video. Okay, so now I don't want this video to seem like I'm like all about, oh my gosh, yeah, I have so many Korean friends. I'm like, so no. I know a lot of you guys, a lot of my subscribers watch me simply for the fact that you guys want to come to South Korea. So I want to do my best in giving you guys the best tips on how to thrive and have a good time when you come to South Korea. And one of the best ways to thrive in a place, especially if you're going to stay for more than just like, a week or a few days, is to have friends in that certain place. There's two groups of people that you can be friends with in South Korea when you come here. Obviously, the foreigners, and then obviously Koreans, right? Depending on the person that you are, you either want to be friends with two of these groups or only one of the groups. For me, I'm like, I don't want to say like I'm in the middle. Like I will admit I have mostly Korean friends more than I have foreign friends. That's honest. That's me being honest. Those of you that have follow me on Instagram, which if you don't, you really should. Like, why aren't you though? Like, come on, go there, ZZ_Waters. But yes, you guys see that mostly I have more Korean friends than I have foreign friends. There's a reason for that. Simply because, like I've mentioned in a lot of my previous videos, when I came to South Korea, I wanted to immerse myself in the culture. I wanted to have the total experience of like how it is, and just like to have friends that are natives to the country so I can learn more about the country, learn more of the language. Too many foreigners in this country survive while off English. You really don't have to know Korean, and I desperately wanted to know Korean. That is why I threw myself in there to just like be able to shoot so I can learn Korean. And because of that, I learned the culture, and I learned how to, because of that, I learned how to make friends with Koreans easily, because that's like what I surrounded myself with. Whereas with foreigners, it's very easy to just kind of get comfortable with just speaking English and just hanging with the foreign peeps, and it's comfortable, it's nice. And if you cool with that, and if you just want that, that's also okay. That's honestly, there's nothing wrong with that. It's like people are not the same. So, but I'm gonna give you tips on how to make friends with Koreans. And I'm not saying you don't need to make friends with foreigners. You definitely do need to make friends with foreigners, because like, that's a necessary must to have people who relate to you. Like, that really is a necessary must. That's why I have a few foreign friends, because like if I just only had Korean friends, I might go, it's a bit crazy. But anyway, let's get into the tips. So I'm only going to give you 3 important things and ways. I'm going to look down here, okay? So if I'm looking at the notes, right? On how to make friends in South Korea. 3 important tips. The first one, you need to have confidence. I'll put it out there. When you get here, you need to have confidence to be able to speak to Koreans, because Koreans will not just go up to you. Some might, but most of the time they don't. Be willing to make the first move. There we go. In South Korea, you gotta have the confidence enough to make the first move. That is the first tip for you guys. Second tip, you gotta learn the culture. You got to learn the culture. It is very important for Koreans to be able to relate to someone. That is how they become friends with them. Like, if they don't find a common ground, I feel like they find it hard to be friends with you. So you have to know things about Koreans so that they can relate to you. For example, this past Tuesday, I hung out with this girl for the first time. I met her at the Epic orientation. She was a leader at the Epic orientation, and she was the leader of my group. And I thought she looked so cool. She's very pretty, so she just like stood out. I was like, I want to be friends with that girl over there. Like, can I just be friends with her? And so finally, last week, we like hung out because I took her Instagram the last day of Epic, but then like I forgot to invite her. Then I finally remembered to invite her like months later, and we started chatting, and then only months later we met up, and I was worried that, oh my gosh, I might not actually get along well with this girl. Like, I honestly never spoke to her that much at the Epic orientation for me to be like, yes, I know we click well as friends. Like, this is the first time, like, we were meeting for dinner. I was like, what if we have nothing to say with each other? I was so worried. But when I met her, I had so much fun. We laughed so much. And we found a lot of, when she spoke to me about her concerns and stuff like that, she was like, wait, how do you know this? How do you know that? And I'm like, because like I live in Korea. I know this stuff. I know this is what goes on in companies. I know it's this. Since she was talking about just like the hierarchy in the company, and like how you need to call people 선배님 and all that jazz, and how you have people above you and people below you. And she was shocked that I knew that stuff, but I know that stuff because I learned about the culture. I made it a thing to really learn about Koreans, and when I hang out with my friends, listen to them when they speak and see like the concerns that they have about being Koreans in South Korea. Not only the good parts, like us foreigners tend to think that Korea is just like paradise, heaven land, when actually native Koreans think Korea is hell and they want to get out of here. So you can't sing Korea's praises all the time. You need to learn like the things that concern them about their country and the things that they're going through, so that when they talk to you about them, you are able to understand them, so that they feel like, oh, this is somebody I can get close with. This is somebody I can share things with, not just a person that like has no clue what's going on in my life, if that makes sense. So yes, learn the culture. Learn as much as you can about the culture. Next, the third and the final, which is probably the most important, learn a bit of Korean, peeps of this world. Learn a bit of Korean. I cannot tell you how just knowing the smallest amount of Korean made the biggest change for me in being able to make friends. I'm not even joking when I tell you this. Most of my Korean friends have told me that like it is so nice to speak to me and be my friend, because the fact that I just understand them, I don't have to reply to them in Korean, but the fact that I can understand them when they speak to me in Korean makes them so comfortable with me. To them, it's always a concern if like you only know English, that they won't be able to really express themselves to you when they want to talk. Like when they want to tell or like have certain concerns, or they just want to be free with you. Some of them find it hard to be free in just English. I mean, I understand that, because sometimes I can't really explain my thoughts well in Korean, and that can be so frustrating. So I can understand them when they say like they comfortable with the fact that they can express themselves in their mother language. And it's like, of course they should do that. I'm in their country. Like I can't be like, man, like, you know, I can't express myself in Korean. It's like, boo, you're in Korea though. Like, find a way, peeps. So yeah, it's very important that you don't have to be fluent. Like, I'm not fluent. Listen, peeps, I am not fluent. But the fact that like to a certain point and extent I can understand Korean, it has made my life so easy. I became close friends with Ajashi with the smallest amount of Korean ever. I became close to him. I became to all of my other friends too. With the small, like I couldn't. The first year I came here, the most Korean I knew was the Korean I learned from dramas and K-pop. That's the Korean I knew, babes. But that made me get good friends, and to this day, those friends are my friends and my closest friends. And like, I really, really appreciate their friendship. So, and I feel like once you learn how to make friends in Korean, the ball keeps rolling for you, and you don't know the doors you can open yourself for yourself. So I highly recommend learning Korean. And with that being said, I want to recommend, or I want to introduce you guys to an app that you guys can use to study Korean, and it's called Ling app. All right, so Ling app is actually, that was a nice smooth segue, right? I'm not sponsored by this app. I'm not sponsored. This is not a sponsored video. BT dubs, I just want to put this out there. It's not a sponsored video, but I do have a link for you guys, and if you guys use that link, it does help me out. But if you do not want to use that link, listen, by all means, please, you do not have to use that link. You can just go to the app straight for yourself and check it out. You do not have to use my link. But I do want to recommend this app for you guys because I have been using it, and I've been using it to learn Korean and Spanish, because y'all know I'm starting to learn Spanish. So yeah, so I really find Link app so interesting and so much fun, more than Duolingo, because I used to use Duolingo. But Link apps has so much more fun ways to learn the language. It has a million languages too. It even has Afrikaans. Guys, it even has Afrikaans. That's when I knew this app is the shizness. So there's fun mini games and there's quizzes to help you master the language. There's also 100 ways that you can practice dialogues, and there's also a chat box, and you can practice with the chat box and have simple, fun, short dialogues to help you practice how to make sentences. I'm a lazy person, and this app makes things so much more easier, and you can master the language with so many grammar tips and instructions. So I highly suggest that you guys check it out and let me know. Let's use this app together. I'm also still new to this app, and I'm only been trying it out for a few weeks now also. And let's chat about it. DM me on Instagram or message me or comment on the video and tell me how you feel about the app and how you feel like it's helping you with the language or not. So yeah, again, it's Ling app. So, those are the 3 tips. Have confidence, know the culture, and learn a bit of Korean. And that's what I wanted to tell you guys. And that's the way, that is the secret formula, that is the recipe, and how to make Korean friends. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Comment down below if you like this video, if you thought this video was good. Let me know if you guys want other quick tips of how to survive in South Korea, other things you want to know about South Korea. Let me know. I'm up for any suggestions, okay? Don't forget to subscribe, and to share the video. Don't forget to love yourselves. And most importantly, the others around you. Bye!